Hmm. Hello, everyone. Uh, hmm, okay. Um, I read something that I thought was pretty interesting. Uh, in the era of Trumpism and the MAGA people, we, everyone in the whole world, is being guided into different times of politics. And and it's a new era of war. I read an article about how war is going to be um, conducted on different fronts. Yeah, it's going to be digital. It's going to be on the web. It's going to be on our infrastructure. It's going to be um, it's all kind of ways that they can bring havoc on anyone, and they're doing it now. It's just trial and error. We don't know where it's going to head to. And if we don't get some smart, intelligent, realistic people in power, we might all be doomed. But a lot of us have the truth to guide us. And what I read about was the ex Stormy Daniels lawyer, Michael Avenatti. He is trying to help Trump. Listen to this.
To testify for Trump. Michael Avenatti, the former attorney for adult performer Stephanie Clifford, also known as Stormy Daniels, said he has been communicating with former President Donald Trump's lawyers and may testify against his former client. Speaking to the New York Post from jail, Mr. Avenatti said that the defense has contacted me, referring to the former president's attorneys. Mr. Avenatti is currently serving out a lengthy sentence for extortion, tax evasion, fraud, embezzlement, and other crimes. I'd be more...
How do you go from a lawyer to an inmate? Well, he's not the first, and I'm sure it won't be the last. But that just goes to show you that anybody is just one step away from criminality. It's easy. But the ones that's supposed to get you out of jail is going to jail. And that's why I don't understand why these people are so upset about an ex-president on trial. There's no one on this planet that and will not commit a crime.
Be more than happy to testify. I don't know that I will be called to testify, but I have been in touch with Trump's defense for the better part of a year. The former lawyer, who had publicly mulled a presidential run during numerous media appearances during the Trump administration, told the Post. He did not provide any other details, while the former president's lawyers have made no public comments about the matter. Mr. Avenatti was the attorney for Ms. Clifford as she alleged to have had an affair with President Trump in 2006. The former president has denied her claims, which have a central role in the New York trial. In the case, President Trump faces 34 counts of falsifying business records for allegedly paying his former attorney, Michael Cohen, to bury negative stories including claims from Ms. Clifford during the 2016 election. He has pleaded not guilty, while his attorneys have sought to portray Mr. Cohen as an unreliable witness in part due to his past convictions. Before he was convicted and sentenced on federal crimes, Mr. Avenatti was a vocal critic of President Trump and had even called for his indictment back in 2018. However, in his communications with the Post, he said the New York case against the 45th president is motivated by politics.
Mm-hmm.
There's no question is politically motivated because they're concerned that he may be reelected, he said.
What I don't understand is, why are we going to elect a criminal to be the president? Can you imagine a convicted fraud person and a sexual assault, also called rapist, and if he's convicted on these other charges, can you imagine him going overseas to other countries talking to them, and they looking at him like, why am I talking to this criminal? Why am I talking to a rapist? That doesn't make any sense. And they also made an ad that with his record, he couldn't even get a job at the mall. But you want to elect him as a president because you think that it is motivated by politics? They did not go out there and trump up these charges. They did not plant evidence. They did not go out there and somebody coerce him into doing all this stuff. So we supposed to just let him go by because he wants to be the president? I thought the president had to at least perceive to be upstanding citizen. I mean, I have seen them had to cancel their bid for the presidency for less things than that. Come on, what is going on? We got some people out here that is really running stuff. Can you imagine going to get a job where I work at? They had an extended background. Now, if I had been if I had been convicted or even going to court for some of those things, they would have said, no, you can't even get a job at a daycare, a hospital, for those charges. And all the stuff that he's been accused of. And they want him to be president? And political, I thought that's what politics are. I thought that's what politicians do. They just like what did he do when he was running for the first time? He dug up all kind of dirt on Hillary. But they weren't crying, that's political motivated. No. 90% of the country do not want him to be president. The only ones that want him to be president are those ones that's out there dressed up in flags. Okay? And like John Legend said, he's a racist. We all know he's a racist. So any black person that is supporting a racist, they, you know what? I'm not calling them Uncle Toms or coons or anymore. Them are the African Americans. Them are the black people that wants to be white, that wants to be an American. Because I'm telling you, any black person out here to think that they're going to be an American is a fool. You are only an American on paper. Because when you hear them talk about Americans, and then they talk about blacks, and it's already been edged in the Constitution and all that we're only here by design.
prevent tens of millions of people from voting for him. I think it's just flat out wrong and atrocious. I think that we were both targeted by the justice system, he also told the outlet. There's a lot of people on the left that were very concerned about my potential rise within the Democratic Party and my potential rise in Democratic politics. And the fact that I was not someone that was easily controlled. Mr. Avenatti added that he is really bothered by the fact that Trump, in my view, has been targeted. Her cases is just over the top, and I think there's a significant chance that this is going to all backfire and is going to propel him to the White House. Later in the interview, Mr. Avenatti also took aim at his former client, Ms. Clifford, and said she would likely commit perjury when she is called in as a witness in the Trump trial in Manhattan. Stormy Daniels is going to say whatever she believes is going to assist Stormy Daniels and putting more money in her pocket, he said. If Stormy Daniels' lips are moving, she's lying for money. He added, I wish I would have never met Stormy Daniels. I should have left her where I found her. Ms. Clifford appeared to dispute his latest allegations in the Post article, calling him a lunatic, adding, I was about to...
Wow. That's, he said he wished he had never married. Oh, we always say that once everything goes sour. But I'm going to read just a couple of the comments. This one, I really hope that when elected, Trump does what he should have done in 2018 and really gone for the various crooked Democrats. Oh, forget about the crooked Republicans. This is hatred-driven vendetta because the demo rats know full well that Trump will fix things and make America great again. They really believe that. They really, really believe that. The only person we have is Nigel Farage, and he is keeping his head down for the moment. I wish we had a Donald in England. Oh my God. Oh, this is somebody from England. I wish we had a Donald in England. So they want somebody who is a criminal, who cusses, who talks about people like a little kid, who whines all the time, and who takes your money, sell you Bibles and gold shoes, and don't know nothing about foreign affairs or politics. Okay. Now here's somebody else. Stormy Daniels' testimony concerning the alleged affair would have nothing to do with the case brought against Trump. True or not, the alleged affair has nothing to do with how the payments were classified by Trump's lawyer, who classified them like that so he could get reimbursed for making the payments. No campaign funds were used. Plus, other presidents and candidates have paid for non-disclosure agreements to silence bad publicity and have never been criminally charged. Oh, really? I wonder why. All I can say is I hope she was terrific in bed, because she sure has ruined his life lately. Okay. I wish that instead of chasing fame and money when he was pals with Stormy, he had this above board opinion and he would have killed the frivolous lawsuit before it began. Now here we are. He's in prison. She's arrogant, just like Fannie Willis and Letitia James are arrogant, because it appears that they have the whip hand in the justice system, in which you have to go to the Supreme Court to get any. Things aren't rotten in Denmark these days, but they sure are rotten in the United States court system. But people, we have opinions out here, and they all is don't mess with rich white men. Don't do it. That's all it says. That's all we up against. And it's not really just white rich men, because it's many of white rich men that have been to prison. Don't forget Murdoch, but he wasn't running for politics. He didn't have a cult following. In them times, we are in different times now. People have the internet. They have Fox News. They have all these other right wing outlets. So you got a lot of people that's getting in these people's head. Somebody said once a snake, always a snake. So I don't know who is that referring to. Oh, I think they're talking about the ex-lawyer. Oh, now you want to help out President Trump. Too late, dickhead. Stay in jail. He actually thinks Trump will pardon him later. Oh, that's what it is. If he helps Trump and Trump gets to be president, he will pardon him to get out of jail. That makes sense. What we won't do for money. Fame, pardons. Okay, question. Can this creepy porn lawyer be trusted? I don't think so. Wow. Okay, here's somebody. Let me get this straight. Hunter gets off because the FBI screwed around long enough for the statute of limitations being up. Shouldn't this be thrown out because of the same thing? Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read one more. President Frog was on a riverbank. Mikey the Scorpio wanted a ride on the back of the frog because of the rising river. Frog said, okay, but when you reach the middle of the raging river, Frog threw Mikey the Scorpion off of his back and into the river. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. No shame on me, yelled the frog triumphantly. Great moral, huh? How about do not lie with a flea-infested swamp creature, because their fleas, lice, and slime will cover you. Kick all pretended friends to the curb. If he does testify, beat him to the punch and ask why he doesn't like prison, because he did commit crimes. Why does he think he is too good to be in prison? Unless he has a tape of what's her name, admitting this was a trumped up charge, then say no, go. Michael Avenatti is a serial liar. I'm sure his plot is to get Trump and his legal team to trust him to testify on Trump's behalf, and then he will sabotage Trump and his case. Hopefully, Trump's legal team is smarter than Avenatti. Okay, they got all kind of conspiracy theories, but can we all just let the justice system do its thing? The only thing about this is that we have this internet, we have all these shows and uh, YouTube channels, and you have just people making their own opinions, just confusing people. People are so confused. They don't, morality has been swamped just throughout into the ocean. The morality, the love of mankind, it's gone. It's gone. All of us are in danger because we can go out there and be killed by somebody because of any reason you could think of. And I want to also bring up something that I feel deeply about. The incident that happened this past weekend in this place close to Detroit, where this 66-year-old woman ran into a building where a birthday party was being conducted and 2 children were killed. And they say that the woman was drunk. Now, now I wrote a long paragraph on it, and I got no response, no like, or nothing. But if you say something about the diss by Chris Brown, you would get so many comments and so many likes. Yes. You don't hear nobody talking about that. And it's a shame that people are still able to get away with drinking and driving. 3:00 in the afternoon, you that drunk that you are driving enough and wind up killing 2 young kids. That is something that could be eradicated with more severe punishment, because that is something that can be avoided. Just like I think that could have been avoided, that young teen that was killed by that black teen that was killed by that white man, that could have been avoided. Why? Okay, I can't find it. So we have to teach our kids better. And I'm saying that they need to change the punishment for drinking and driving, because there's no telling how many times you have to drink and drive before something happens. I do believe this is all like, oh my God, this is all I got on my YouTube channel is Trump and his craziness. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me just do it like this. Two kids killed by a drunk driver in Michigan.
According to ABC 11, Berlin Township, Mich. A young brother and sister died and several people were injured, some of them seriously, when a vehicle driven by a suspected drunken driver crashed into a young child's birthday party Saturday at a boat club, a Michigan sheriff said.
They were siblings. Can you imagine the pain that's being felt right now? And this one driver that just got sentenced, she was hit by this drunk driver. She lost both her legs, and he only got 10 years in prison. Now, I believe that if we had on the books the first offense is 10 years automatically. You are in jail for 10 years. And you have 3 days to get your affairs in order, and then you're off to prison. No court. If it's proven that you was drunk.
Call from Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah.
Amazon. Answer. Let me call you back, okay? Because I'm making a video.
Okay. Echo. Hang up.
My grandson. They have no school today. I don't understand these schools. They just got back from spring break. Then it was off for the eclipse. Now they off today. What is going on with these schools? I don't understand it. I just don't understand what's going on in these schools. I blame the parents. Because, see, back in my day, even though my parents didn't give a damn, but parents stood up for their kids. Parents was more in control of what's going on in these schools. Now these parents out here are ruining the schools with all their banned books and talking about transgenders and transgender should not be in sports with girls, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But going back to the drinking and driving, really, their first offense. Now, if people knew that if they got caught drinking and driving, and they are going straight to prison for 10 years, we would have less drinking and driving accidents. What the fuck?
You working?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I tried to call you on the phone. What's up?
I can't talk right now. I have a meeting on the. I have a meeting. Yes.
I'll call you later.
Okay. I thought I blocked him. Okay. You know what's going on? Our black families have been destroyed on a level that if it doesn't stop now getting worse, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to ever be returned. I know I'm different. I know I'm going off what I was talking about with the Stormy. But anyway, anybody that listens to my videos, they know that I talk about a number of things. And I don't care if I just get 5 views. I'm not trying to make no money. I'm not on here trying to make money. I'm not on here trying to talk to I'm talking to people that cares about the same things I care about. Like the earth, for instance. It was Earth Day yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, it was Monday. And I didn't hear one black person talking about Earth Day. Okay? We're not talking about helping the environment. We're not talking about clean water. Oh my goodness. I'm glad. I am really glad that I am the age I am now, because I would hate to have to live. I mean, nobody wants to die, but nobody wants to live like this either. And I'm not saying things was the best, but at least we had clean water, clean air, clean food. The food wasn't messed up like it is. You didn't hear about all this salmonella or all this food. It's terrible. It's terrible. And black people was more concerned about things. All they care about now is getting rich. But the money is not going to build things. Okay? So, I'm going to get off here. I talked longer than I wanted to. I mean, that I intended to. Because I love talking to you all, because I can't see you. But I'm getting ready to change that, because I'm getting ready to try to start a group for us grandmothers, because we are going to be grandmothers to all that needs a grandma. So, all right, thank you. It's gonna be called. You can find me on Facebook. Hi, Grandma. Hi, Grandmother. That is going to be the name of our. Hello.
Hi, good morning. This is Hannah calling about your health plan with the insurance marketplace. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I have a health plan. Thank you. This is crazy. This has been happening a lot. I didn't even, Let me see, why is my phone answering without me touching it? Oh boy, I'm so tired of these people calling me. But that's their job, so I ain't mad at you. You're just gonna get hung up. Thank you for listening. Have a great, wonderful day. Keep the peace between your ears.